that award? Like what exactly did you do that made the government give you the award?
Actually, till to date, I am the youngest recipient of this prestigious state government award. Everywhere they are giving this award to the poets, writers and novelists. I got this award for writing a novel. The name of it was a Bengali novel, Bonokuntalar Upokhan.
Okay, what is this novel about?
The novel is about a tribal boy who is aspiring to get involved in the mainstream or mainland India, you know. So he is always having the dream how to get involved in the mainland India. Actually, this is symbolic. The main point of the novel is that due to that geographical barrier, you know, as you know that Northeast being a landlocked and segregated from mainland India, people are having immense isolations. You know, they are always suffering for the isolations. You know, that isolations comes up in the mind of the people. My point was that despite the isolations, despite so many deviations, despite so many deprivations, you know, despite so many discrepancies, still the majority of the people of this region are actually inclined to be in the part of mainland India. They want to be the very much part and parcel of mainstream.
All right.
That aspirations was the main focal point of my novel.
Their dreams, their aspirations.
Their dreams.
Okay. But what about the award? How did that come about? Like, did you win the award only because of this novel, or was it also in consideration of your earlier work?
Of course, they do consider that your other past creativity, other work also, because all of a sudden you write a novel, then you cannot get the award, you know. You must have some background.
Okay, so this award came to you in 2003.
Right.
Since then, have you won any other awards?
No, it is not like this, that whether I have not got any award or not, but I keep on getting a number of what to say, felicitations. And have been getting a lot of invitation from various platforms, and maybe I might be getting a invitation for going to Bangladesh to attend the National Poetry Seminar in the next year. So I am in constant touch with all this kind of
literary
work. You know. Even in Shillong also, in 2003 itself, I was felicitated by the Bongo Sahitya Parishad.
All right.
And I got a certificate from one Bengali periodicals from Shillong itself. It was 2005 or 6, something like this. Yeah, 2006.
All right. Now, this very same novel also, I heard it was made into a serial on Doordarshan.
Right.
How did that come about? Because, you know, like we have a lot of aspiring authors in the Northeast, and maybe a lot of them may be from your own place. Now, if they have a novel, how do they go about getting it on television, and what are they supposed to do?
That technically I don't know, because the producer of that serial, she has chosen the that plot. She might have thought that this may cater to the demand and the expectation of the Indian television viewer. So keeping in mind about the so many things, she might have. So
you got in touch with the producer. The producer got in touch with you.
Producer somehow came to know about my works, and she might have gone through a few of my creations. Then afterwards, then when she selected my novel, then it was materialized.
Now, when you write, when you author a book, or when you compose a poem, more actually when you're composing a poem, does it come spontaneously and like words just start flowing in your brain, or is it that you have to actually sit down on a desk in a quiet place and then start writing? How do you write?
This is very complicated questions to me. Of course, sometimes there is a flow, there is a flair, but yes, afterwards I do write poetry and stories when I am having the flow.
Okay.
But after after having second thought, I do go for a massive editing and omissions, etc. everything,
Okay.
because there should be some sort of rationality. These things should not be flooded by the emotions, some sort of rationality should be there, some poignancy should be there. It should not be overshadowed by your own temporary emotions,
Okay. Now the poems that I had read in the beginning of this program, it was called The Pain. How did that come about? Like, there's a lot of feeling and there's a lot of, you can actually feel a person aching in that poem. How did that poem come about? What made you write that poem?
See, once again, this is also very complex scenario, because if you ask an artist what abstract art you have made, can you please explain it to me? The same things also, but yes, to be very precise and honest to your questions, I can tell you that behind every creation there is a story.
Yes, yes.
So in a straight language I can narrate the story behind it. This poem actually I jotted down when I was a student of JNU.
Okay.
And you might be knowing it very well that recently that students of these regions are very upset, because Delhi police have come up with a new these things, that the student of Northeast should, what they should not do, what they should wear, what they should not eat,
Yes, yes.
So even I'm talking about 10 years before the incident, even when I was in JNU, during that time also there was a kind of isolation from the other students from Northeast, because I was a student from Northeast. There is some cultural gap, you cannot deny, and a kind of isolation was also there, despite our good friendship, warmthness. Somewhere some kind of lacuna or vacuum was there.
Okay.
That cannot be denied, even I cannot deny. So actually that intense isolations actually forced me to write this poetry. It was published in JNU literary magazines.
Okay, so it was because y'all are given the apartheid treatment from the people who are from the city itself, and you coming from the Northeast.
I don't see this treatment. It is a kind of attitude, attitude actually. Even you cannot blame also those people who are actually looking at us, the student from Northeast, because if you blame to anybody, instead of blaming anybody, I think that it is wise to blame the system.
Okay. Is there a particular poem that you particularly like and you'd like to read out to our viewers? Anything that
Okay, I'm having a small poetry I have jotted here. I can just because now I'm at Shillong, so this I can also, being a Tripuri, I can also identify myself with this place, because the whole Northeast having some kind of similarity, this way, that way, I can identify myself. So I have written one poem here, The Lunar Forest. Now the renouncing storm, in the happiness of egoism, pale melts the blossoming buds, drinking the night nectar of existencelessness. The forest tends to forget how the clouds of Cherrapunji tries to kiss the dear cascade of warmthness, and the organ of lunar forest get burned down in the passionate fire of June.
That is so beautiful. Now this was written after you came to Shillong?
Yeah, after I came to Shillong.
And after you visited Cherrapunji, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean Cherrapunji and Shillong